Wednesday, it's a hair-raising Halloween happening. Catchy beginning. First, that Emmy-winning Fat Cat. It's a trick-or-treat trail.
It's time to once again slay the princess. I'm gonna attempt to, at least. And my cursor's gone. Of course. Alright, controller it is. I don't know why this game acts weird like that, but it's fine. This is a nice love story about a princess and a birdman. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. And where was I? You know, I heard there's a new scene with, oh god, I forgot to zoom myself in. I'm a little not ready. I'm late. Had a long evening. Let me fix this real quick. Yeah, I don't know why my webcam zoomed in, just it doesn't save it for some reason. I don't know what that's about. It's being difficult. Yeah, because I'm too tiny then. There we go, that's a little better. There we go. Yeah, so I heard they added a new scene with the thorn. So maybe I'm just going to go down that path since I do have the save here. So good thing. That's what I read at least. And there was just this update. So we must see the new thorn scene. Then I'm going for Adversary and then Prisoner. And then I think I only got... There's a couple chapter 3s I haven't seen at that point. I think. Yeah. We're gonna go here. I think. Okay, we're in. So we're gonna... Let's sit here. How do we even get down there? Yeah, let's do that, right? I guess.
Yeah, why didn't you mention the mirror?
There we go. Yeah, why didn't you?
I didn't mention a mirror because there isn't a mirror. But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
And we're going to be nice to the thorn.
Either way, I say we take a look. It feels like it's been forever since we've actually seen ourselves. For all we know, our feathers are all out of place. And that's why we haven't yet won her heart. We must put our best face forward.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we can't go around looking disheveled. A real
No.
getter takes care of his appearance.
That's right.
So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror?
There is no door.
I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned-out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it?
Nope.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features.
Behold.
You reach forward and wave your hand,
And the mirror's gone.
leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough.
I know, right? Agreed.
Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness.
On to the basement.
The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been...
I already seen this part, so let's see what
Fresh
happens.
shoots of their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help.
We gotta save her.
Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me. I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave.
Yep, we're gonna free her.
Come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plenty. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
We gotta free her because supposedly there's a new scene.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
Yep, she knows. So this is all the same, but I guess when you free her, there's something more.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
You've hurt me too.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Yep.
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
She's given up.
Okay.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades.
She don't
Her
want to give
grip
up the
finally
knife.
loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter?
It does.
Yeah, a little.
Just a little.
It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad.
Yeah, we're good now.
It feels good.
We're friends.
Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings.
We must free her.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed.
Let's do it.
Or, hear me out, we slay her right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance. That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
No.
I see that the lines have been drawn.
We're not doing that.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count.
That's right, narrator.
And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Nah, you weren't a fool. I just wanted my blade back and leave. No, that would be terrible. I can't do that.
Yes.
Or slaying her.
Idea. Let's
Ugh.
cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision.
We did. We switched.
I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
It is.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
Show me the new scene.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her.
Let's go.
And I have no problem with that.
Let's free her.
Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys.
Yep.
Take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
No.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword,
That's
and
right.
every dashing
I'm
sword
with
is an
smitten.
extension of its hero. It won't slip. You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
I like how he gets mad.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
That's right.
Do you see the way she's looking at us?
No slaying this time.
Kiss her now before the moment ends.
We're gonna do this scene again.
Can we actually do that?
Yep.
No, you can't. Absolutely not.
You can. This is the only way in the game you can.
You know as well as I do that we can.
Even though I did this scene already, supposedly I read in the update there's a new scene with the thorn, so
And we wouldn't want to throw away
You gotta
a
see
chance
it.
for a special moment now.
I don't know if it's new dialogue, but I know it's a new picture.
If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge. Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
Yep.
You lean in and you kiss her. And she
He's
reciprocates
mad.
enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
No, there's more.
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that.
That's right, you can do better.
Ugh, fine. You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion.
Yep, it's all butterflies and happiness.
Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection. Please. I think he actually likes romance.
That's right.
If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend
tired?
entire life
driving so much?
to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us.
He is.
It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff. I'm aware of my skills.
The good stuff.
But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
That was nice.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes.
These thorns will just move right out of the way, I know it.
I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together.
That's right.
Something better.
Where's this new scene?
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door.
Yeah, this is still the
This
same.
is your last chance.
I think it's when you get outside, maybe?
We've already made our decision.
We're not slaying the princess tonight. Not yet, anyway.
We're finally leaving here together.
We're gonna save the princess
All we had
first.
to do was trust each other. It wasn't
Yeah.
easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
It seems like it would really hurt to be wearing thorns like that. Step into freedom.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new
Is this it?
you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now?
You disappear.
Where's everything going?
Oh no, I thought there was something new.
Why is it so cold?
There's nothing new?
She's gone.
Well, that's disappointing.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. You better watch your back. You can't get rid of me that easy. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
I think that's how you get the everyone hates you achievement. You gotta keep saying that when you go to the mirror. Something like that. Okay. I don't know. I didn't see no new scene. Unless you gotta kill her. I don't know. Slay her. Let's go to the cabin. Is it here? It is not.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
I know, but I already saw this part. It's in the previous video.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. I'm ready now. We already talked. I'm ready to go back. It gets weird here. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what
I
I
know.
will meet again.
Let's go. Okay, we gotta get Adversary. So, I don't know. I guess nothing was new there.
Path in the woods. And at the end of your here,
We're just going right to the cabin. Silently. So I watched a video how to get.
path to the cabin. A warning.
She will lie.
lie,
She will
she will
cheat.
cheat,
She will
she
do
will
everything in her power. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, I know. I know this routine. Okay, let's go to the cabin.
The interior
And
is almost the
now
blade
we're gonna save.
of it.
just in case. Gotta go down to save with my invisible cursor that I can see on the stream, but not on my monitor for some reason. It's really weird. I don't know what that's about. Bam. And then we go back, turn, and there we go. Okay, so now I watched how to get the Adversary. It's one of the few princesses I haven't gotten. Oh, there we go. So we take the blade. Yep, enter.
Door to the base.
What you say
She sounds.
doesn't really matter. I don't think. Let's see.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here.
Checking
I
on you.
was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Yep.
Walk down the. She's so focused on the task at hand.
And there you are.
Are you here to
Are you
kill
here to
me or
kill
something? Yes. Let's see. Yeah.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right. We shouldn't. Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
It's fine.
We tighten our grip.
Ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement. So, you
She's unarmed. You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far.
Let's see.
No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
I think I slay now. I think. No, let's make another save just to be sure. Right. That way I don't gotta go all the way through again. I'm pretty sure this will get me what I'm going for. Where? Okay, slay.
Doubt,
Yep.
unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Okay, she's gonna break my jaw.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all
Yes,
she
I think I did
needs
it.
to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
She just messed me up, man. One punch broke my jaw. That's a strong princess.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
That sounds extremely painful, doesn't it?
Holy shit, that hurt!
Right. Yeah, I'm sure that hurt.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Mm-hmm.
We can still turn this around.
Now here's the key. You need to select finish the job, and this will give you Adversary. So, finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here.
Yep, we're on equal footing now.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation.
Just stating facts, man.
It's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
It's too bad I can't get that initial shock from when I first played this game. When I first played the demo of this a year ago, and she goes to chew her arm off. I was like, what the...
The two of you fall to the floor.
Great game, though. Great game. And I don't even play a lot of visual novels, but just something about this one. It's just so damn good.
This was fun.
It was fun.
The princess gasps. Her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder.
You really think this is the end? Oh, it's not. No, you're going to turn to the adversary now.
Do you really think this is the end?
No.
But you don't have time to worry over such things.
It goes dark.
Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
Oh no. Is there dead pixels on my monitor? Oh my god. Are you serious?
In the woods. And at the end of that is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Maybe the monitor just needs to be cleaned. I hope so.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Crap, I wasn't paying attention. Did it say the adversary? Hope so.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Okay, narrator.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
It is.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Hell yeah.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
That's the spirit. Let's go, man.
A warning.
Everything looks the same, though.
She will lie.
She will cheat. She will do everything in her power. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
That's right. She's straight up. She says, yep, I'm gonna kill you.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Thanks, narrator.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her.
Ever.
Ever. Are we clear?
Got it.
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Let's go, dude. Crystal clear.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Now I think... Damn, I don't know. You know, I'm gonna save so I don't miss out on anything. There we go. Perfect, right? Yeah. And we're gonna return. As soon as I move OBS over a little bit. OBS, are you struggling a little? You might be. Maybe. Oh, no, never mind. We're good. We're A-okay. Alright, cool. This is all new to me. I haven't seen the adversary since the demo. Oh, welcome back. Yeah, I'm going to return to that too, because I'm right at the end of Resident Evil, but this is Slay the Princess. It's a good game. It's a visual novel on PC. And in it, you have to slay a princess, or she'll end the world. It's, we're gonna go see her now. My cursor will cooperate. So we're gonna take the knife.
You take the blade from the altar It would be difficult
Yes,
to
this is
slay the
slay the
princess. and save the world without a weapon.
princess. Now we're gonna go down. Let's go say hi. She's kind of in like a dungeon.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her.
Oh, good. Hell yeah. Glad you like it. There's more to come. Yeah, I do a bit of a variety, but it's usually gaming or nature. For the most part. One day it's deer and turkey running around the yard. The next day I'm flying through space in No Man's Sky or something. And I'm currently on Twitch right now as well. I'm actually dual streaming this. But thank you. Glad you like what you see. Yep. One day it's snow blowing the driveway. The next it's Dark Souls or something.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Here she is.
Is that another challenger?
Ooh.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
She sounds nice. Let's go say hi.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
That's right. Since Twitch finally dropped their whole dual streams not allowed nonsense, when every other streaming platform allows it.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head.
Let's go.
You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
We must slay the princess.
As you descend the final step, the
Over on Twitch? Okay.
princess
Cool,
comes
man.
into view.
Yeah, same
A
name.
large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
There she is. She looks nice, doesn't she? She looks like a nice girl.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second
Oh,
thought.
she could. She looks like she ain't having it. Nope.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
That's right. We're in a death loop.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
She likes that. Don't turn that too up loud. You'll get me in trouble.
I'm going to have fun.
Twitch don't like
breaking
it.
Little pieces.
TikTok doesn't care. But Twitch, oh, they get mad over the copyright. Sometimes. It depends. Let's see. You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
All right, fine. I believe you. What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. I've already met the princess and the princess
Jim Doter,
already met you.
thank you for the
The
follow.
more reason to take this serious.
On Twitch. That is.
You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time?
Oh, we're fighting.
Me. I don't remember. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Of course I'm not okay.
She's gonna kill
As far
me.
as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Hey, you know, she doesn't seem as aggressive. She's kind of like, I want to fight, but not kill you. Yet. Let's see here. What should we tell her? Oh, good. Yeah, it's weird too. I don't know why. I got the same bit rates and everything. Well, and on Twitch, you have all my sound commands and earning points and stuff. Oh, and there I see it now. It's saying unstable connection for the TikTok connection. It's fine. It varies. Especially when I stream this time of the day instead of in the mornings, it tends to not give me as good as good upload, I guess, because you know more people are online. That happens with Starlink, but overall it's quite good. Let's see here. What should we tell her? You got
I
me.
know. You and the princess have been talking about
Yep.
it.
Oh, I was talking to Narrator. Okay, never mind.
You don't have to be so snarky.
Yeah, Narrator. Hell yeah. So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
Hell yeah, let's fight. I want to fight.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Yeah, she wants to fight. It'll be fun.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Yeah. It's pretty self-explanatory, right?
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better.
I like this princess. Okay. Yeah, let's fight. She's ready too. Look at her.
Destined task. You launch off the whetstone floor
go.
of the basement.
Hello, Frisky.
To yourself
How goes it, man?
towards the princess.
How is Oh, I saw you were playing the finals. I think I got invited to that myself. The play test of it. I should try that out. I just had to slay more princesses though.
Here we go. Let's make this.
Oh, and happy Halloween.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
Go.
As you bridge the gap,
Ooh.
the blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
Hell yeah. Oh.
Unfazed by your onslaught, her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs,
It is.
driving you
I might have to try that out then.
to the basement floor.
She just broke my ribs with one punch. And look at that. Deep cut in her chest, and it didn't even phase her. She's just smiling about it. Like, oh, was that supposed to hurt?
You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to
Oh no.
the impact.
She's loose.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
She wants a fight, man.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you?
No, what? What's up?
That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
She likes fighting.
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
Yeah.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Let's go. Damn, she became a sadist.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
I love this game. It's so good.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through. Don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't.
Right.
The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Let's go. Uh-oh. My bitrate just dropped to 0 for a second. I might be overwhelming the bitrate. Well, we'll see. Strike at her heart. Yeah, we'll go for the heart.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh
Oh,
give way
crap.
before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard.
This is getting brutal, man.
Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
Let's keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
No, we're not. Keep pushing. Better decide right or I'll die. So... Launch the blade. She's gonna kill me. I can see it already. But we need our blade. We're gonna unlodge the blade.
You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free,
Oh, dude. She just kneed me in the face.
It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. And you find yourself in midair, effortlessly tossed across the room.
This ain't going good for our guy, is it?
You hit the floor, your ribs complaining painfully. But you can feel the hilt in your grip. You still have your weapon.
Did she just heal? Her chest isn't bleeding now. She ain't even phased by it. She's like, that's it?
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening.
Gotta get the princess.
You do your best to outplay, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation. The impact threatening to be the last.
Damn, dude.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
I don't know if we can.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
You hear all that squishing? That's bones breaking.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
I like this princess. She's very confident.
Princess
Oh.
shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
She's getting ready to crush my head now.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Damn, dude. She just crushed his skull.
Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
Okay, I hope this gives me the eye of the needle. She gets even bigger now. Yes, I wanted this chapter. Good.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
Right?
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
Maybe.
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
Okay.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone.
Game over, man.
Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
You're the same narrator, but we've never met this narrator. He's a copy of the narrator.
Then what is going on?
Nobody knows, man.
What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen.
I know.
It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the game. See this through.
At least you don't need a high bitrate for this. There's not a lot to render, right?
It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason.
It's pretty static. Except for me. I guess I'm moving around a lot.
We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Hunted Head knows what's up.
Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that. There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
Hell yeah. I'm with stubborn.
Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet.
No.
Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
Let's go.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further.
Yep, her influence is spreading.
Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too?
Yeah, and speaking of the original Resident Evil, there's this, someone took like the assets from the first one and made one of the researchers and hunks in it or something. Yeah, I gotta download that. It's completely free. It's not even like a mod of the original Resident Evil. It's like completely standalone. You just download it. That's on my list too. Oh, and I can't forget Dead Space Remake. That's on Game Pass now. I gotta play that. So I guess November is gonna be horror month too. I do love me a good horror game.
Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
But I do need to finish that original Resident Evil run. Which I am I was right at the end. I think it was almost at the lab. Oof. We might need to open a window or something, dear. Those stove fumes are... Ugh. Yep. Gotta have proper ventilation with your gas stove now. It'll kill you. You'll go to sleep and... Well, you'll sleep for a long time. Let's see. We want to proceed to the cabin, obviously.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
Oh, I'm ready. That thing really warms the house up, too.
No last advice for us? No words of warning?
On this snowy Halloween night.
From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
That's right. No screaming into the wind here.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to chase. The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight. More of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall. A pristine blade perched on its edge.
So we're gonna lure her outside. That's the plan, at least.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See, we have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us.
Mm-hmm.
The only space is out there.
Yeah, I'm going with Hunted. He seems to know what's up.
Take it.
Take it. Yeah, obviously we're gonna take... Well, wait a minute. I think you can fight her bare-fisted. I think. So I'm gonna save here just in case. Because then this'll stop me from having to go through the entire game. If I can just see the words here. So that should do her. I think you can do both. You can either fight her without it. Should I? Take the blade. I don't know if it matters. Because then she likes that. She's like, yeah, we'll get into a fist fight. Ah. Let's go without the blade. Wait. She'll probably kill me.
A mirror. But there is no mirror. There's the iron altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. But there isn't a door.
There's a mirror.
There is. Circles, circles, all of it circles. There's something for us at the end of the room. The what and the why don't matter until we know them.
Let's go.
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. Worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
I love the voices. Without the blade. Let's try it.
We can try to survive without our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy prey.
No. Because we're running.
Step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there. It's right in front of
I
you.
don't see it, narrator.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Yeah. Smash it.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim
It's a magic
path
door.
ahead. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
Yeah, we're climbing into a pit.
The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yep. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Does it?
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
We're fighting, boy.
Goad her, rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Makes sense.
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Yeah.
Those chains were nothing to her last time.
Yeah, she ripped them right off the wall.
There'll be nothing to her this time. We need to show ourselves first to make her boil over.
We're gonna get her.
Fine by me.
Let's go.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. You'll need to be faster than her.
Yeah, we better be. Because we're gonna have to lower her out.
You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
What a woman. Look at her.
Her face droops.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke?
No, I'm ready. We fighting, girl. I was about to say, does she have 6 fingers? No, her hands are just massive. That's all.
Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
She's bubbling, hot with rage.
Good.
Can't get close if we want to live. But we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us.
That was the plan, man.
I know I said this earlier.
Oh, yeah.
I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now.
I read a thing that one of the princesses, where she's like a god being, the devs called her Dami Mommy. That was her nickname during the development. That's a woman there. Love her tail with the spike on it. And the horns. And the massive thighs that she could, crush metal between them.
We know.
Yep. Just like my wife.
The only way out is through the eye of the needle.
So we got to get you a suit like her, and you'll dress like her when you do a stream. We need some horns, pitchfork tail.
And we're
No,
going
you'll be the damsel.
We'll need the steel claw. Grab it as we leave.
She don't want to do it. Come on, you're my princess.
Bloody wizard
Oh, she's loose. Oh God,
forward, ignoring
This
our
ain't
chains
good.
as they bend and snap.
this ain't good.
Run.
Yeah, run. You better run.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Mm-hmm.
As you near the top,
Oh boy,
hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on you.
she's after
She doesn't
you.
bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Oh yeah,
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
follow me.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel. The cabin door
We're gonna get her
in
out.
sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
She wants to fight.
Steel claw, now.
It's too late.
You continue towards the door, vulnerable and
If I'd have grabbed that blade, she would have got me.
No, I can't let this happen. I can't let her leave with you.
No,
And what are you gonna do to stop that?
you can't stop her.
I don't know. You try the door, and oh, what a relief! It's stuck.
No, it's not.
Bash it open, please. You can't.
We have to.
I think you forgot something.
You feel the burning pain of something long and sharp driving through your back. It slices its way into your organs until finally it exits out the other side.
Dude.
Into the wood of the door.
She just took the blade and threw it at him. Through me. Went through me and pierced an organ.
She killed us with her own weapon. Great. We needed to take it.
We should have taken it.
We're not dead yet. It's not over till we can't get up again.
Hell yeah. Stubborn ain't giving up.
Coward. All of this is so wrong. This isn't how things are supposed to be. This is so cold and disappointing.
We should have fought.
Your body pinned to the wall, you crane your neck to see her final approach. She is enveloped in complete lethality, and there is nothing you can do to stop her. I really didn't want it to have to end like this, but your death in here is better than her freedom.
Wait, I died? Is there going to be a chapter 4 now?
See you all next time.
See you next time. Oh, no, we got her. Cool. We got the eye of the needle. The next time doesn't come, nor will it ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
So I should have explored more in that chapter.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know. Let's be mean so we get the everybody hates you achievement.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
No, you're fine.
Death. Real death.
Real death.
Screw that. This can't be the end. It just can't.
It is for you. And they're gone. So I probably should have grabbed the dagger, and then I think I would have get to fight her. I think. Well, I'm melting. You've withered. Uh-oh. We're back in the long quiet. Oh.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once.
This game gets weird, man.
Emotions that my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Let's see here.
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart.
She's a fierce heart.
Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Cool, Hands. I mean, the Shifting Mound. That's the Hands' official name. Let's see. Is anything else special in here? Let me see here. Or is it all the same? Yeah, how many more?
We will know when we near our destination.
Oh, okay. So that tells me at least 2 more vessels she needs. Okay. Since all these are pretty much the same. Because if you tell her that, the game will stop. It'll save and stuff. But... So we are going to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay. Thanks for stopping by. You have a good night. And happy Halloween. And thanks for following over here. Hell yeah, we got an achievement. Nice.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end
So
of the
now
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
we're going for the prisoner. That's the only other chapter 2 princess I haven't gotten, I think.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, I know.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning, she
Blah, blah, blah,
we're
blah.
not going to go through. Ignore it.
Okay, so prisoner, I think you
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely
take the blade, but then you
air is
drop
stale
it.
and musty, and the floor
Ask her about ending the world,
a fine layer of
I
dust.
think. Yeah,
Only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
and then you free her.
Perched on that table, the blade is your implement.
Okay. So just in case, I'm going to save in case I do it wrong. Do a page 2. And we'll return. And here we go. So we're going to
You
take the blade.
from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
He's right.
The door to the basement creaked. Her voice.
Who's there?
So I don't think it matters what I say here.
She sounds. Don't let it.
Don't be a stranger. It's
been
been
so
so long since
long.
I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Let's go visit.
You walk down the stairs. She's so. Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No. Let's see. No. Let's see.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
Maybe.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide.
Okay, I think drop it now.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
And then I think I ask her about
Thank you.
ending the world.
Against your better judgment, you step will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reason.
I've already heard this part. It's in my previous videos.
Make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
I won't.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
It is pretty awkward.
Don't just tell her that.
Okay.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I think.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Real long.
Just how long has she been down here?
Not sure.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
They have not.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah, makes sense.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Right.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Sure.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
They didn't.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Sure. She makes a good point.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
I think I got it. I'm pretty sure I got the prisoner route now.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the
There's my
victim,
cue.
the princess clearly incapable of ending the world?
The prisoner.
Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person.
Subjugating monarch.
A subjugating monarch, no less.
You don't like royals? Let's see.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Chop your arm off, right?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting,
She is.
right?
Cut it off.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I know. Huh, what was that? Made me jump. Did you drop something? Oh, God. I thought the door was opening or something. And yeah, we don't get a lot of visitors out here, especially this time of the day, or night, I should say.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chain.
Made me jump.
Princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Okay.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They
Looking that way.
just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
I just cut my arm off. It's fine.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out.
I don't know why they don't cut at the wrist, though. I'd want to keep as much of my arm as I could, you know?
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
I'm pretty sure I got the prisoner route, though. So good.
Is someone else here?
Yep.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and
Narrator?
you won't leave until the task is done.
Are you cheating, buddy?
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Oh, I know.
Easier for who?
Right.
Easier for everyone.
Easier for you.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yes.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Just cut my arm off. Okay.
Against your better judgment,
She's just gonna stare at you the whole time you do it.
just above the massive, unyielding chain.
With big anime eyes at that.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Because it didn't even hurt.
Free from her bindings, the princess
She's just
turns
like,
to
cool,
face you,
man.
her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Thanks.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
But we have to, buddy.
As the princess approaches
no.
the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh no. Okay, we gotta resist.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
It was.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
I am trying to get you out of here alive.
No, we don't want to do that. Because we need the prisoner route.
The blade. Move the blade.
Yeah, she definitely has the prisoner look on her face, so I got it. Nice.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make this quick.
Oh, thanks. You're a good friend.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
You will. See you in a bit.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Just calmly cut your throat.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Yep. This is apathy, princess.
This is the end, isn't it?
I'm afraid so.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
Die. I hope it was worth it.
It was. The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
I should have a new voice, too.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
I hope so.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
It's a long day.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
She is.
I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
You did. Okay, fine. Let's go to the cabin.
A warning.
It's fairly normal.
Before you go any further.
Mhm.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink. Like that?
Did you just say wink out loud?
Sure didn't.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
He's not very good at being skeptical. Let's go. We're heading in.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
It's a dungeon.
Pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Yep.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Mm-hmm.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, so let's see. With this one, there's a couple different ways I can do this. First, I'm going to save, though. There we go. Because then that way, rather than go through the entire game again to try to get these achievements, I can just load up these saves. I could try without the blade. Yeah, let's see.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Oh, really?
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
She could.
Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay, I'm trusting you. Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
We have to take it?
Wonderful.
Oh, really?
Exactly that. Sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement.
That's different.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Moving on.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
He always says that.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Does she remember us?
She does.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. the chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Okay.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
She's very chained up.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That chain's for me.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Okay.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
She still looks kind of normal.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sure.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
We'll see.
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
She would.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Maybe she would survive it.
Unless she really could survive.
She might.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests. Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
Yeah, what happened?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
That's it?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Maybe.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly?
Exactly.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Didn't work that way.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Oh, okay.
A contingency for what?
Yeah, what exactly?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Good luck.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Okay.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Well, you're not.
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
Good.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
You should.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Okay.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Because our thoughts change her.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
Yeah, he knows.
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
You say so, buddy.
I won't.
Oh,
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
okay.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
So what do we do?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Yeah, I won't do that.
Let me borrow that knife.
Okay.
Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous.
It is.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
I think I know where this might go.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
Yeah, that's true.
So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
She might.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
There's none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Didn't work.
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
No, it did. Just straight up ended the world.
Tried to take over, buddy. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
No, not at all.
A little?
A little bit.
I think you got your point across. Fine.
Let's go.
You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
She pulls it,
Oh boy.
smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
She's doing crazy things.
What is she doing?
She's gonna cut her damn head off.
She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No.
No. Watching in uneasy silence. Yeah, let's do that.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, her smile unwavering as she soars through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck.
Well, this is morbid. How is she able to cut off her own head?
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
I don't know.
Huh. So that's her play.
Yep,
Killing herself?
I guess.
She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free.
Well,
It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
that was nice.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
We did. There's her neck hole.
Are you sure she's not winking at us?
She is.
Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased.
Maybe.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Let's get my reward.
We should take her with us, don't you think?
Yeah.
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that? I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right?
Yeah.
You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave. Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them.
Something's up.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things, the danger has passed. You can relax.
Maybe.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
You should be. Or you shouldn't be, I mean.
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
Can't forget her head.
You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin. Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved. She didn't. She's dead.
She blinked.
But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Okay.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Something's up.
Well played.
Oh.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... Over? Is he gone?
He's gone.
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Yep.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
How are you talking to me with no body?
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Oh, it took her. But you don't get the chance to respond.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Could.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Oh no.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
That's it. Looking skeletal. Well, I got the prisoner.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
We are.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Not sure.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last. One.
Oh, one more.
Where you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Okay. One more to go. So I think...
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Let's go. Yep, there's dead pixels on there. Damn. I'll do Damsel and the
You're on a path in the woods.
ghost one or whatever it is.
Path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, I know. Okay. So I'm gonna take a little break and we're gonna finish the game. Mostly. And then from there's just a few other things to see, but for the most part, that'll be it. So I will be right back.
Video cassettes.
That's amazing, Vincent Price. Okay. So now we're gonna finish this. Gonna beat the game. After this, I've pretty much... Well, I've seen almost everything. I guess I could have done the prisoner one different. Well, I did save, so I can always go back. But we're going to go Damsel.
You make a warn, she will. We're not going to go. Ignore him.
Because there's something I haven't seen then. We're going to have to kill the damsel, though. As sad as that'll be.
Interior of the blade is...
So we don't take the blade.
The daughter, her voice
Hello?
is... Don't let... How many times do I...
Wait, really? Come downstairs.
I guess it's a little warmer than I
see the
thought.
face of my rescuer.
We don't need the hat tonight. Not today.
You walk down the stairs and she's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
This is the first run I did when I first played the full release.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen
Forever.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we'll... You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's being so nice.
You're making a huge mistake.
We're gonna kill her in the next round, though.
No, you're doing the right thing.
We are.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess. They're large and heavy. Far too solid for you to even imagine trying.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I don't.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
It could be.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Maybe.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Yeah.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Just cut my arm off.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Sure.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement. Is someone else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
You say so, buddy.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
We could.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Just tore it down to the bone.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
We'll free her.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place
Oh, you
the
can't
blade
even
into
change
the
it now.
wide, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her
She's
arm.
fine. She's doing good.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
She sure didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Didn't even hurt.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Let's go.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. As the princess approaches the bottom stair,
So we
her
must
body
resist.
steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh, see, it forces me into Damsel now.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
There's only one way.
The blade.
Gotta go Damsel.
The blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
It's not me.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She can be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
She missed.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning
I'm
pain slices its
sorry.
way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Nope.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last
Dead.
thrust of the knife, Your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened.
That's it.
You made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark.
When you die.
And you die.
The damsel. So now we're gonna get the...
You're on a
forget what
you're
it
here
says.
to slay her.
And then it'll take us to the end.
A warning. She will lie. She will cheat. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain. Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain.
He
made
is.
our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Nope.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him.
Yep.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
That's right.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Let's go.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh, we're taking the blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
No, we're gonna slay her.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks
Let's
open,
go.
revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
He says that every time.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow
Like an
even
angel.
more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
Maybe.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
Yeah, no fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Yeah, she did kill us last time.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may
She
not
can
be
feel
able to
his
hear
spirit.
my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It is. Very loud.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
We're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you?
Yep.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
She did stab us to death.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
We do.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
It is. It's horrible.
Horrible for you, maybe.
Maybe.
We've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
No, we're gonna slay her.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
I'm gonna go with the narrator this time.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
She's being overly nice.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
She did it.
Then I didn't end the world.
Oh.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
I'm not sure either. Alright. We're gonna slay her.
Blade in hand, you run the princess down. Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
Damn. It's terrible.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
Oh, he's upset.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult.
It was.
I feel sick. Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable. You'll get over it. You just saved everyone. Get over it? You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for.
No, don't.
We might as well just end it all.
Don't do that.
You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and... rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Damn. Okay, we'll just do it.
What? No, let's not do that. You won't use your fancy reverse psychotherapeutics on me, murderer. We're dying together right now.
Oh boy, here we go.
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Have it you! Have it you all!
Have it you all.
I don't believe this.
Oh no.
What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
He was too strong to fight.
That's right. You're all sorry.
Smitten's mad.
Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
The Grey.
You're on a path in the woods. You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath. She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
She's dead.
You killed her, and so I killed you. And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
We're still here.
Oh, and I'm still here too. If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
So I think the only other one I'm missing is the drowned Grey, which I would have gotten through the prisoner.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
You might be.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
3.
It's our 3rd. What gave it away?
But we'll complete the game tonight. Yeah. Oh man, I forgot to mark my BRB screen. Oh well. Too late now.
Your open
Find it manually.
I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further. I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
Let's go.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again?
You might.
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement. Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. Why not? You've already done it twice. It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
It doesn't seem very fun.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Oh boy.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
You'd love it.
Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
Fighting.
I'm looking forward to it. Good. I am too.
Good.
Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
I'll believe that when I see her living body.
Yeah.
Did I hear that right? He says she's alive. Our beloved lives again.
She's still alive.
Yes, she's alive. But you're going to have to make her not alive. You'll have to slay her. It's your job.
Let's go.
We absolutely will not. This is a tale of love and redemption, and this time it will not end in bloodshed. Except ours, if any of you try anything. Let's do our best to keep him away from anything sharp. If we're lucky, there won't even be a blade when we get to the cabin.
Maybe.
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time.
I know.
Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope.
That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends.
Let's go.
Yes, I already told you that she's alive.
Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well. I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive. Influence doesn't require life.
That's right.
But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive?
Oh no.
Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed. I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
Let's go. Okay, let's go.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright?
Oh, we won't. No mucking up this time.
Oh, we'll muck it up alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived. Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it.
He has.
I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful.
It is.
Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just
What
passengers.
is that?
Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that
Something
like stress is just
screaming?
something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion?
That's how it is.
I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Let's go.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle. Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless.
She's a ghost.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her?
It is.
Our beloved. So she does live. She doesn't look very alive to me.
No, she don't.
Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it.
That's it.
A mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
There's no pristine blade.
Maybe it's gone because she already killed herself with it.
Makes sense.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right.
Well, where is it?
So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
Okay.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door.
Okay.
It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off. It's time for all of you to see what we've become.
Let's see what we become.
You reach forward
It's a door.
and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down.
It's just a door.
So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
Then let's go.
I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us.
No way left to go but down.
Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival.
There she is.
Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow.
There she is again.
There she is.
My love! She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a
Gone.
brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner. You receive no response.
Nothing?
Do you think she's upset with us? Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
Of course she's livid, and with good reason.
I mean, we did stab her.
You aren't helping.
Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
It won't even matter.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom.
It's dark and gloomy.
See? She's dead.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
It's a ghost.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. I thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
She just locked us in.
You turn to see the shade of the
There
princess
she is.
staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
Kind of is.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest.
Oh, we slayed her?
This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even.
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
Yeah.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
Something's gonna happen.
You came back. I missed you.
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes. Seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
Let's have it.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the
Oh boy.
and bounces down the stairs.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
She's burning it.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
She's trying to kill us.
Yup.
A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Well, let's see. Rush for the door.
As you rush up the stairs towards the princess, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You push through the flames, trying to ignore the choking hot air filling your lungs. You manage to reach her, your hand wrapping around the hilt of the blade.
It's too late.
The metal is already blistering hot. Your hand sizzles as it melts on contact. You can't so much as pull away, your nerves seizing up as they're fried, the bones of your hand fusing in place around the weapon.
Oh, damn.
The princess, smiling warmly as her skin bubbles away, places her hand on yours, clutches it to her chest. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins.
Well, that's horrible.
But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves.
Her eyes are melting.
And with them, your ability to feel much of anything.
How nice.
See? That wasn't so bad. It was so bad. Somehow, nothing's so much worse.
It's where the voices get all quiet sometimes.
You'll get used to it.
There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Never.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me.
That's the it. That's it.
The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
It's very romantic, Rick. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
What a happy ending. We did it.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nope.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
It didn't work. Now it should be the narrator, right? Yup. There he is.
I think you know.
Here it is. The end. Let's see. What haven't I asked him?
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
That's it.
I do. People out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Okay.
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
I see.
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
There's nothing to save.
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
We're waking up.
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion.
I see.
When the patterns are wiped from the sound, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Let's see, what didn't I ask?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. No. In life I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something.
So what'd you do?
So I made you, and I made her, and I made this place to hold you both. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Oh boy.
The cycle of life and death. The endless pattern of creation and destruction. I tore it in two and shaped the fraying threads into you and her.
Wow.
I've said my piece, and my time is up.
Time's up.
I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
I know. Let's go. I'm gonna save too, so then this way. Yeah, I brought the burned gray. Here's the mound. Shifting Mound. Here she is.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
So let's save. Let's do a save. There we go. This way I can see all the stuff without having to run through the entire game again. There's still a few like dialogues I won't have seen, but otherwise this is most of it. Okay, so these are all the same.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Yep.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I already did the liberation.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with
Let's get her to go over the princesses. She gets mad. Here she goes.
And passion are dances that both of us know.
Here we go.
If this is what it takes to enlighten you,
then
then so be it. I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be. Preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze.
Yeah.
I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life.
She's really whispering.
And without me, all that's left to do is linger. There is no deserve, no punishment, no retribution. There's only action and reaction. To question everything is to deny proof of the reality that lies in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever.
Sound changes a bit in this.
But you did not live alone. You found me, and we held trust in each other for no reason than to believe in something that wasn't us.
And she cut her own head off.
Cold skepticism turned to liberation, but it required a journey to blossom. Though you have blossomed, do you have no more journeys left to make? What of those in the spaces beyond? Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still?
Perhaps.
the path only ends when it becomes a new beginning. To see those seams as finality is to pass over them with closed eyes. Brutality splashes you against the walls, and though you return, your hesitation destroyed you again.
I shouldn't have hesitated.
Even in the face of my violence, you tried to meet me with peace. For all the conflict I desired, you returned nothing. But in the disappointment of my victory, you gave me a new challenge to face within myself. Without obstacles to overcome, we stagnate into nothing.
Sure.
A rejection of conflict is still conflict. There is no such thing as non-engagement. To refuse a choice is still to make a decision. All conflict is violence, but to remove conflict itself is to remove the textures that define us.
Yeah.
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin.
Yeah, we were nice.
Your compassion is what freed us both. But compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Sure. No, I don't want to stop the fight and surrender.
Then help me again. We are each other's liberation.
Flesh is a being, and destroying the flesh is destroying the spirit. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your
That voice was scary.
mine.
Oh yeah.
You did not resist my violence, but it overcame you. Did you understand the flesh wasn't you? Or did you choose to gift yourself to someone who thought she hated you?
Oh no.
To fear me is to fear losing the flesh. The flesh is not the spirit.
Love the voices.
And yet there is no reason to resist me beyond fear and delusion. If you aren't afraid of me, why would you resist me? Why would you force the rest of the world to resist me too?
Oh boy. Wait, what?
Are you starting to see?
What did I do?
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
We gotta go back to the cabin.
Even now you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
Uh-oh.
You don't have to face her alone.
There he is.
After all the times you told me that mirror was going to kill me, I'm genuinely surprised you missed me. Well, you don't have to get into all that. That's what matters.
The voice gets real quiet there for some reason.
You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there.
Let's go.
I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Then let's go.
Back to the cabin.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Okay, let's save here, because then there's some more stuff that I can end up seeing. Just in case. Let's see here. Try without the blade.
No blade it is. Have you given up on slaying her?
Maybe.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go.
Down we go.
Keep her waiting.
And there you are, hands empty. And here I thought you wanted to kill me. Are you getting cold feet? Are you trying to give me a fighting chance? Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Can we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean? I want that too.
Let's do that then.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
Let's see how it goes. So we just get to live as regular people?
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there.
Oh, so she's only the stranger princess if you go that route. That one took a much bigger role than it did in the demo.
Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen.
Anything.
And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you. I love you too. But I'm trying not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get all emotional.
I'm trying to be nice. And what happens next? Guess we'll never know. Well, there's only a few other things to see in it. A few more endings. I just haven't seen the Drowned Gray Princess either. That's the only one I'm missing. And I'm sure there's some dialogue I haven't seen yet. That's it. There's a few things, but otherwise, yeah. That's pretty much it. Now, eventually here, I'm gonna have to get on playing Scarlet Hollow. That's it. That's it, I guess. Well, cool. That's most of the game. Just a couple things I haven't seen. How many achievements am I at? Few. Oh, 49 out of 97. Still don't have them all. Damn. Well, cool. This game was worth the year wait. Put a lot of time into it. It's been a lot of fun. But I think tomorrow I will be starting Dead Space Remake, and I'll return to this eventually to get those last couple of things, last few endings. But I think for now, it's time to move on. Great game though. Loved it. Totally worth it. Okay. Thanks for the follows, everyone. Views. And yeah, we'll be back at it tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Happy Halloween, everybody. Bye.